Hey, you guys, it's Josie with Queen My Pawn, and today I'll be answering a typical college algebra question that I was actually asked. It's actually typical to encounter these types of questions, and basically I'll show you the screen right now. Here it is. The equation, that equation right there, which I won't read because it's too long, is true for all values except where x is equal to 2 over a, because you plug that value in for x, the denominator would be 0, and we all know we can't divide by 0. Where a is a constant. What is the value of a? So basically it's saying no matter what value you put in for x, it's always going to be true, but only if a is one of these. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do the math. And I've actually taken the liberty of writing out this equation out already. So we get this, and we basically have to make this more readable. So what you have to do is you have to, first of all, notice that there is a term with the same denominator as the right-hand side. So you can basically, you can add that, and I'll write it in green, to both sides. So I'm adding 53 over 8x minus 2 to both sides. And we proceed to go ahead downwards to get 24x squared plus 25x minus 47 over 8x minus 2 plus 53 over 8x minus 2 equals negative 8x minus 3. And these two cancel out to give you 0. So notice that the 53 can now be added. The 53 over ax minus 2 can be added with the other fraction because they have the same denominator. It's like adding 3 over 5 plus 4 over 5. It's like adding 3 slices of key lime pie to 4 slices of key lime pie that are equally cut in fifths, and you get 7 slices of fifths, basically. Anyways, when you add that, you end up getting this 24x squared. Let me make that into a 4. Plus 25x plus 6 all over ax minus 2 equals negative 8x minus 3. Now, we got to convert this into something where you can add it to this fraction. And the only way to do that is to make the numerator, to make the denominator equal the same denominator. And the only way to do that would be to remember that this is always being divided by an invisible 1. I mean, in the end, you end up getting the same thing. And you just multiply by 8x minus 2 over 8x minus 2. Notice that the this term right here cancels out to just 1. So we're not doing anything. We're just multiplying this by the identity 1. But it's a cool trick that allows us to convert this term into something that we can add to this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Well, actually copy it, make a new one, and paste that. So I'm going to write the thing in yellow. So I'm going to leave the left the same. So we end up getting 8x minus 3 in parentheses times 8x minus 2 in parentheses all over 8x minus 2. And multiplying the top using FOIL, you end up getting negative 8a x squared plus 16x minus 3ax plus 6 all over ax minus 2. And of course, I run out of space. So we're almost there now, because now we can add this to that. And I'll show you what I mean in a moment. So rewriting this whole thing, we get 24x squared. Let me write this over here. 24x squared plus 25x plus 6 all over ax minus 2 equals the thing in the yellow, which is negative ax squared plus 16x minus 3ax plus 6 all over ax minus 2. And now notice that the numerators are the same, so you can cancel out things that are the same. Once you've done that, notice one more thing. The 6 and the 6 are also the same. I'm going to cancel these things out in orange to make it more visible. There you go. Cancel that out. The 6 and the 6 cancel out. And I'll use this little box over here to finish off the work. So finally, we get 24x squared plus 25x equals, well, actually, we could actually move everything to the other side and make this whole thing equal 0, and that'll be the solution. So let's cancel it out, and maybe I'm moving too fast, so I'm gonna cut this one more time. There you go. So I'm gonna rewrite this again. Purple this time. So 24x squared plus 25x equals negative 8ax squared plus 16x minus 3ax. Okay. So what I mean is we can move all of this to the left-hand side. That will give us on the right hand 0, and we can solve something that looks similar to a quadratic equation. So let's see what that will give us. So let's add plus 8ax squared minus 16x plus 3ax. Notice that all cancels out. We just basically do this to the left-hand side as well. So we end up getting finally in blue 24x squared plus 8ax squared plus 25x minus 16x plus 3ax equals 0. And now we're almost done. We just gotta add the like terms. Now actually we could just factor this and factor that. And finally, for our answer, we'll get x squared 24 plus 8a plus x 25 minus 16 plus 3a equals 0. And we're actually almost done here, because this will be really easy to solve for a. And I'll show you a cool little shortcut. Copy, new, paste. Okay, so in the end, in brown, you end up getting x squared 8a plus 24 plus x 9 plus 3a equals 0. Okay, so the original question, now we can actually solve the question. It says, let's go back and let me share the image. It said, this equation, the one that I just simplified, is true for all values of x where a is a constant. What is the value of a? No matter what value of x you put in, you're always going to get true. So here's what I mean. If we can make 8a plus 24 and 9 plus 3a equals 0, then you will always get x squared times 0 plus x times 0 equals 0. And no matter what x you put in, you'll always get 0. And that means that basically 8a equals negative 24 and 9 equals negative 3a. Can we solve, or we can move the negative to the other side. Can we solve for a here? This is a system of lines. It turns out that a is negative 3. You plug in a to the first one. 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. And the second one, negative 9 equals 3 times negative 3. And that means that you finally get your desired equation. You get x squared times 0 plus x times 0 equals 0. No matter what x you put in x 1 million squared times 0, 0, plus x times 0, 0. 0 equals 0 every time. So that's what they mean. And so the answer is going to have to be negative 3, which is, let's see if that's one of our solutions. Please let it be one of the solutions. And it is, it's B. So hope you enjoyed. It's a long problem, but it was very easy if you knew the concepts of factoring, converting terms into things you can add together and making everything work. And subscribe for more. Thanks.